December hits differently when you are an adult, especially if you are a parent or you are an older sibling, you are an aunt, you are an uncle. Suddenly you are the main person who is doing all the planning, organizing, the hosting, the driving around, and people still expect you to smile in all the pictures. So basically, December brings us a lot of pressure and a lot of stress, and that is why today's video is that December Adulting 101 that you didn't even know that you needed. This is your guide on how you can prepare for the holidays, how to actually enjoy your holidays, and how you can recover afterwards. Hi, if you are new here, my name is Les, and on this channel I talk about personal finances as well as wholesome living. So here is the thing, when it comes to December, for adults it's not just about time off or just about a holiday. December is more of a project, and it's a project that requires you to plan, it requires you to manage your energy, it requires you to manage your money, and also for you to stay calm within all the chaos of the holidays. You want to do your December with intention. Being intentional about your money, intentional about your energy, and intentional about your time. What are you spending your time, money, and energy on when it comes to your December holidays? So here is how you can adult this December. Now, before you do anything when it comes to your December, you need to decide what is your priority for this holiday, or what is your priority for this December. Are you prioritizing rest? Are you prioritizing fun? Are you prioritizing human connection? Maybe you are connecting with your family or you are connecting with your friends. Or are you perhaps just looking at reviewing your 2025 and preparing yourself for the new year? So what is your priority? Because deciding and becoming very clear on what your priority for the December holidays is will determine what activities will you be involved in. Where are you going to be directing your energy? Where are you going to be directing your money? And what will really keep you busy over the holidays? The first area we are looking at is your money adulting. And when it comes to your money, the first thing that you want to do is to confirm your real December budget. What are your real numbers? What are the things that you need for the holidays? What are the things that you want for the holidays? What are the things that requires money that are associated to your upcoming holidays? And list everything and cost everything, or give an amount to everything, and have a total to have a clear picture of what is the total amount of money that you need for the holidays. Maybe your total is 7,000, maybe your total is 15,000, maybe your total is 50,000. What is your real December budget? And become very clear and become very detailed. And once you know this number, then you have to ask yourself, how much do I have saved up versus what I need? If your need is 15,000, how much do you have in your sinking fund that is being directed towards your December expenses? Are you having enough, or are you having less? And if you are not having enough in savings, when it comes to your income for December, how much income are you expecting? And how much of that income are you going to allocate to your December? Maybe in your savings, you only have half of the money, and the other half you are funding it from your December income. Or perhaps you don't have any savings at all, and you are going to use money from your income of December to cover all your costs for the holidays. So become really clear. What is it that you need? What is the total cost? And where will this money come from? Are you having savings that are already going to cover this and you don't need to touch your income for December? Or are you only having a portion of it saved and the other portion you are taking it from your December income? Or perhaps you don't have anything in savings, you haven't done a sinking fund, and you are going to cover everything from that income of December. And will it be enough? Between your usual expenses for the month versus now these new expenses for the holidays, will you be covered? So look at your real numbers, you look at your real budget, look at your real income, and what you are going to use when it comes to your holiday spending. Knowing where you stand when it comes to your budget gives you control, and it takes out the worry and anxiety out of your holidays. After you have confirmed your real budget, then you want to set aside the money for your January expenses. Yes, we have spoken about this in a previous video, but remember, for most people, your November salary is what carries you through December. While for others, your December salary is what will carry you through December, and a big portion of January. So the first few weeks of January requires money from your December income. So from that income, when you get it, allocate already. This money is for this and this and this. Those are the expenses that you need to cover in January before you get your income for January, especially if you are getting paid at the end of the month. That December salary that comes in before New Year's, that is the same amount of money that will cover you throughout the rest of January. And if you are somebody who gets paid in the middle of the month, maybe you get paid on the 20th, that salary of the 20th is the same salary that will cover you. It will cover you through Christmas, it will cover you through New Year's, and it still needs to cover you for the first 2 weeks of January before you can actually see your next income. So will you manage? If you don't allocate your January expenses now, how will you manage in those first few weeks of January? Already allocate this money, set it aside before all the chaos of the holidays show up. Then you get excited and you start impulse spending, and then come January you don't have anything. And if you are going to the village or you are going to the farm this December, you have to add those extra costs of traveling back home. You need to look at your fuel costs to go home. You need to look at the fuel costs to move between your village or your farm and the nearest town, because sometimes you are moving a lot between your village and the nearest town, so you need to cover that fuel for that up and down movement. And you also need to look at what are your contributions when it comes to the family. Maybe you are part of a large household and you all gather together. Out of the family meals and all the things that are needed for the holidays, what is your contribution? You also need to cover that. And if you are somebody who gifts your elders, whether it's elders within your family or it's elders that are just part of your community in the village, you need to cover those kinds of gifts that you are going to give to those elders. Or maybe you give small amounts of money to your younger relatives just to give them a small something, maybe 200 here, 500 there, or whatever it is that you are able to do. Also cover those type of things if you are going back home. And if we are being honest, December in the village can be really, really beautiful, but it can also be quite costly, because for some people, especially in northern Namibia, you also have to think of plowing. That is the season where people are cultivating or people are plowing or working their fields. You also need to think of, you need to actually do the plowing. If you don't have your own tractor, you have to hire a tractor. So the expenses are not just about the festivities and the food and the drinks and the moving up and down. It's also about what are you doing while you are at home. If you are plowing the fields, how much money is going towards that? Maybe you need to send people to the cattle post to go and pick up your oxen or whatever it is. All of those things are expenses that you need to think about when you are back home. And while you are here, don't forget to get your vehicle ready for travel. Don't forget to check your tires. Don't forget to check your water and your oil and all the small maintenances that are needed when you are traveling long distances. You want to be safe. Don't just blindly wake up and start driving long distances without actually having your car checked. Another thing that you want to do under money adulting is to actually have a money meeting with yourself. If you are Decembering on your own, as the main person who is making contributions, then you can have this meeting with yourself. Check in with yourself. Can I afford this? Do I need all these things that I have on my list that I want to do? Where can I cut? Where can I take somewhere else? Where can I get assistance? Really check in with yourself. And if you have a spouse, do it together with your spouse. The things that you have planned, what are the things that you need? What are the things that you want? Can you afford? Do you have the money? Or do you need to cut? You need to make changes. And if you are a big household, do this with your cousins, with your aunties, with everybody. Sit and say, guys, we want to do this and this and this and this. Can we afford? Do we have the money? Has everyone contributed? Because there's always that one cousin who does not want to contribute, that is running away from responsibility. Check in as a family and really look. Are we maybe putting too much pressure on one person or on two people? Is everybody coming on equally to contribute to the things that are needed? Really do that. It helps to relieve a lot of tension, and it also helps you to check, do we need to change our plan? Maybe we initially planned for outfits that are like 300 per person or 250 per person, and now when you are looking at the funds, you can no longer afford that, and maybe you need to look at outfits that are 150. It's okay to change course if you see that you are no longer able to do what you have initially set out to do. There is no shame in actually saying we can't afford this or I can't afford this. It's okay to change your mind. It's okay to change position. It's okay to change strategy. It's the best thing to do when you are dealing with finances. Don't put yourself under unnecessary pressure just because you want to stick to the initial picture or the initial plan that you had in your mind, but when you are coming to the real numbers, things are not making sense and you really just need to adjust. Then we come to area number 2, where we are looking at your home and life adulting. When it comes to your home and life adulting, one of the things that you want to do is to stock up before the prices goes up. You know Black Friday is coming up and other Christmas specials might be coming up. Stock up on things already that you need for your holidays, especially for Black Friday. If you know we need food, we need this, we need that, some of the items, if you have the money ready, just buy now. Don't wait last minute when on December 24th is when you are running around like a headless chicken and sometimes you can't even find the items that you are looking for. Maybe suddenly where you are, you can't find your favorite brand of mayonnaise or whatever it is, and then you are running around and you might not even be able to do the meals that you wanted. So while you see specials, before the prices change, just buy some of the items that you need. And this also applies to your January needs. Some of the things that you need in January that don't go bad, you can buy them now. While the items might be on sale, or maybe even if they are not on sale, they might go up later. So if you can, and you have the money available, buy, stock up so that you can save not only money, but you can also save yourself a lot of pressure of running around, especially if you are somebody who is bound to do things last minute. And those are the kind of things that gives you unnecessary stress during December. And like I always say, when it comes to the specials, always compare prices. So always double check and always compare prices so that you can get the best rate possible and so that you are able to save money. The other thing that you want to do under home and life adulting is for you to prepare for surprise visitors. We are Africans, and in Africa we know where there are people, the community will come. And if you know your community well, you know that they will show up, unless you are in a community where people don't show up. But for most of us, the community always show up, and we need to plan accordingly. Prepare yourself, extra snacks, extra juice, extra this, extra that, just so that when people show up, you don't just sit there and look at each other and not offer them anything. And it's very un-African if people come to your home and you don't even offer them anything, because now you are reserving all your things for the big days and for the big celebrations, and you are not even willing to take 1 liter juice to give to the neighbor. So always plan extra, because you know my people will show up, the community will show up, family members who have not planned to come and visit will show up. So always be prepared. Another thing that you want to do under your home and life adulting is for you to declutter your home. Look at your closet. Look at your kids' closet. Look at your kids' toys if you are a parent. Most of the time we have so many things that we don't even use or we don't even need. Look at all your clothes and have 3 piles. One for you to throw away, one for you to donate to the next person, another that you can sell. Yes, we want to make money and we can direct that money towards our expenses for December. So the things that are no longer in a good condition, you can throw away. But things that are still in a good condition, you can donate to the next person. Maybe it's community members, maybe it's family members, maybe it's among your friendship circles. You see who might need that thing and who might appreciate it, and you give it to them. And the other ones you can sell. You can do a garage sale at home if you have a garage and if you are in a neighborhood that allows you to do that safely. Or you can pick up these things and drive somewhere and open your boot and sell to the people that are passing by. Or maybe you are somebody who just wants to sell these things on Facebook Marketplace or other places that you can sell online. Maybe it's your WhatsApp groups and other communities that you have access to, but you want to be able to generate money from items that you are no longer using and that you are not just willing to give away for free to the next person. And our next section is for us to look at family and social adulting. What are the things that you need to consider under family and social adulting? The first thing here is to decide your contribution very early. When it comes to families, especially if you are part of a big family, you want to already decide what is my contribution when it comes to the holidays for the household, for the family. Maybe your contribution is a 2,000. Decide that early enough, set it out, stick to it, and that is it. You don't go beyond that. You are not the December bank. You are not the rich auntie. You are not the rich uncle. There might even be people in the family who have more money than you. So you don't want to be the one overextending yourself while people are relaxing, and when they go back, they go enjoy their money. Set out what are you willing to contribute, what are you able to contribute, and become very clear from the beginning. Inform those who needs to be informed, stick to it, and that's it. You don't allocate more money towards the holidays. Another thing to do here is to choose your social gatherings carefully. You know, some of us can only do a few events here and there. Not everybody's a social butterfly and they're everywhere all the time. So pick your maybe 2 to 3 events for the time that you are either at home or wherever you are, and prioritize going to those functions. You don't have to say yes to everybody. So choose your top 2 to 3 gatherings. Maybe it's weddings, maybe it's baptisms, maybe it's birthday parties or whatever parties. Sometimes people are having all sorts of brides during December to support each other. Pick out the events that you are going to and stick to it. Another thing here is for you to say no. So many people get so excited over the holidays. This person comes and asks, you say yes. That one comes, you say yes. You are saying yes to everything. You can't survive December by saying yes to everything and saying yes to everyone. You are going to get depleted both emotionally, physically, and financially. So don't say yes to everything. It's okay for you to tell somebody, I would love to, but I have already committed to something else. I would love to, but I really want to rest. I would love to, but I have already contributed what I can contribute. You don't have to be rude. You can be kind, and you can kindly say no. I would love to join you, but maybe next time. You can give as many reasons as you want. Become a diplomat of saying no in a very nice way so that people don't feel bad. But really, you can't be out all the time and saying yes and doing everything. You will be exhausted and your holiday won't be a holiday anymore. By the time you come back, you will need another holiday just for you to recover from that other holiday that you took. Another thing that you can do under social adulting is to not carry the load for everybody. You are not the family slave. Why are you the one who is always cooking, always cleaning, always doing this, always checking on the kids? Like, why? There are other people. You must learn to set boundaries for yourself. You must learn to say, I cannot do this right now. You must learn to say, I am not able to do this, or I do not want to do this. It's okay to tell people you do not want to do something. Because listen, a lot of family gatherings, people just start delegating functions to other people without even considering whether you are interested or you even are able to do the thing. Suddenly you are just given tasks. It's okay to say, look, I don't want. It's also okay to say, I can, but not right now. Maybe tomorrow I'll do it. It's okay to really just ask for help. It's okay to say no. It's okay to delegate things to other people. And it's okay for you to set boundaries. You will not survive the holidays and really relax if you are just the one doing every single thing all the time. You are just busy. There are people who are just busy from morning to evening, and then you say you were on holiday. That is not holiday. You were just busy with hard labor. And believe me, for some of us who grew up in the villages, we know hard labor, and we have done enough hard labor growing up. Why should I still be so busy with hard labor every day on holiday? Because I want to make my family feel good. Who is making me feel good? Have those boundaries. We are not saying don't do anything. We are not saying don't contribute to anything for the family, or I'm not saying don't be somebody who does not want to participate in family things. But I'm saying do what you can, when you can, do what you are able to do what you want to do, set boundaries. You don't have to say yes to everything, and you don't need to do everything, and you don't need to be present for everything and for everyone. Set boundaries. Because if you don't, you are going to be so depleted. You will come back from that holiday, like I said earlier, needing another holiday because you are so exhausted mentally, emotionally, physically, and most of the time, you are also the one who is forking the most amount of money for these family things. Listen, if my wallet has contributed so much. It means now my arm is most heavy. So I should be able to relax a little bit and not have to slave for everybody all the time, because my wallet has already slaved for me, right? You can also use that. You don't have to really overextend yourself, because you also deserve rest and you also deserve an actual holiday. Another thing to consider in this area is for you to protect your energy. Your energy is important when it comes to December. Sometimes you are on holiday, sometimes you have not traveled, you are in your city or in your town, sometimes you are at the village or you are at the farm. Regardless of where you are, you need to protect your energy. Always find time for you to pray if you are a prayer person. Find time to meditate if you are a meditation person. Do yoga if that is your thing. Exercise if that is your thing. Always find time to do things that allows you to connect with yourself and to connect with God or the higher self or the higher power or whatever it is that you believe in. But always create that time. And you know what, especially if you are going to the villages or to the farms, those are also the times when people are gathered in one area and it's a whole lot of people. You also get a whole lot of different energies, and you want to constantly clear yourself of some of that energy. And sometimes you are with people during the day, you are kicking, you are making jokes, you are friendly, and then you go to sleep and people are showing up to try and disrespect you. Have a way that you connect with yourself and have a way that you protect yourself from all those kinds of negative energies. If you are a prayer person, pray. If you meditate, meditate. If you are a person who sprinkles salt, sprinkle salt. If you burn incense, burn your incense. If you cast a spell, cast a spell. Whatever it is that you do, just make sure that you are protecting your energy, you are looking out for your spiritual self, you are looking out for your emotional self, you are looking out for your mental health. Really look out for yourself and protect your energy. You don't want to come back so drained because you were not doing all those small practices that you usually do to just look after yourself. The fourth area that we are looking at is enjoyment adulting. How are we enjoying ourselves this December? And under this area, the first thing that I want you to do is have fun. Whatever it is that you are into, go out there and have fun. Have so much fun that you forget how the year went. Maybe the year didn't even go well. But that time off that you have in December, use it and have so much fun. And you know what? Life is short and most of us had a really long year. Sometimes the year was just busy with a lot of work. Sometimes the year was busy with a lot of challenges. Some people had medical problems. All sorts of issues were going on during the year. So during December is the time for you to just relax and have fun and forget about all the hard work, about all the struggles of the year, and really immerse yourself in the festivities of the festive season. And if you are somebody who has kids and you are lucky enough to have parents that are alive or your grandparents that are alive, take those kids to the grandparents or take them to your cousins or whoever you can take your kids to. Take them there, go out there, have fun with other kids. Don't be held back because of the kids. If there's someone you can trust and someone who is willing to care for the kids for a few days while you go out there and live it up, do it. You only live once. Life is short. And while you are having fun, whatever it is that you are into, be responsible. Be responsible and protect your wallet, protect your liver, and protect your health. So don't be reckless when it comes to those three things. And if you are somebody who is going to very crowded places and things like that, disable certain functions on your apps or hide your banking apps on your phone so that they are not accessible if someone takes your phone or they force you to actually open your phone because they want money from you. Just make sure that you take those extra safety precautions. Share your location with a trusted family member or a trusted friend. Whatever it is that you need to do to just keep yourself safe, especially if you are somebody who drinks, be surrounded by people who care for you and who are not going to poison your drink or who are not going to rob you because now you are tipsy and you don't really know what is going on. Even people that you are chilling with can actually go in your pockets or in your bag and remove your money or remove your cards. So whatever you are going to do, just make sure that you are surrounded or you are with some people that you really trust and people who care for you and they will want what is best for you. But then again, don't overindulge to a point where it's easy for people to take advantage of you. Like I said, protect your liver, protect your wallet, and protect your health. Another thing under the enjoyment area is for you to actually be fully present. If you are with your family or you are with your friends, take less pictures. Enjoy those moments. Don't just be on your phone. Everything needs to be recorded. Everything needs to be shared on social media. Have really quality time and take in everything. If you are in the village, go and spend time under a tree. Put your mattress under a tree. Relax. Do whatever it is that you enjoy doing while you are in the village. Have dinner under the stars. Take a walk. Do something that is really enjoyable and you enjoy the scenery, you enjoy the environment, you take in everything, you know. Just be present. Live more in the moment. Leave the phones. You have been busy with your phone the whole year. When you are with your family, put aside your phone. And the beauty of being at home, if you are going back home for the holidays, there are so many games that you can play. There are so many activities that you can do that you will remember even some of those things from your childhood and things like that. You tell stories around the fire. You connect with everybody. You check in with each other. Those are the things that don't require your phone. You don't need to take videos of everything. You don't need to take pictures of everything. Sometimes you just need to be there and be fully in it, and those are the memories that you will carry with you for many, many, many years to come. Another thing you want to do under enjoyment adulting is for you to have slow mornings. The holidays are the perfect time, especially if you have time off from work. Just have slow mornings. And this is more important if you are a parent, because listen, parents are tired. Parents are really exhausted. And while you are at home or at the farm or wherever just relaxing, have slow mornings. Sip your tea. Stretch, go for a walk. Just do things that really calm your nervous system. You are no longer in a rush. There is no school to rush to take the kids or this and that, or your boss calling you for an emergency. It's really just you and that time off, and you can choose to actually just lay in a little bit, wake up with your time. Let the other people in the home be the one maybe to make tea or whatever the ritual is that you do in the mornings when you are at home. Whatever it is, just take that time and have your slow mornings. And then you want to treat yourself. Now, whether you are in town or you are at the village or you have traveled somewhere, you want to treat yourself. What are the small luxuries that you have planned for yourself for your December holiday? Maybe you go for a massage, or maybe it's a manicure or pedicure, or maybe it's for you to have a bubble bath and light your candles, or maybe it's for you to go get a fresh new hairstyle. Whatever it is, what are the little things that you have planned just for you to do while you are on holiday? What are those things? And then you just do them. Treat yourself. Whatever it is, take yourself to a fancy place and have a nice fancy dinner or a nice fancy lunch or whatever it is, or book yourself in a hotel for a few days. You don't have to do the Airbnb thing all the time. You know, look at different ways that you can actually have a treat for yourself or a treat for your family. Then the last thing under enjoyment adulting, you want to care for your health. And here I want you to make sure you are hydrating. Hydrate, eat healthy. If you are snacking, use healthy snacks. And if you don't get to exercise every day, at least stretch your body. Stretching is very good for your coordination. It's very good for improved circulation, not only for your blood, but also for your lymphatic system. Don't just lay down the whole day, or don't just sit the whole day. Stretch, remain hydrated, and prioritize eating healthy. It's so easy for people to eat badly over the holidays, because sometimes you are hopping from one place to another place to another place. Here you find people eating this, you are in. There you find people eating this, you are in. So be conscious when it comes to healthy eating and hydration. Also just your movement of your body in terms of exercise and stretching. And also think of your gut health, especially if you are somebody who drinks alcohol. When you are indulging in alcohol, make sure that you are hydrated and make sure that you do not drink on an empty stomach. At least every 2 to 3 hours, you should be eating something if you are consuming alcohol. And while you are busy with that, in betweens, you need to be hydrating. Drink your water. Especially in Namibia, most of the places in December, it's very hot and people are consuming a lot of alcohol. It's very easy for somebody to get dehydrated and you can get sick and things can go wrong. We want to make sure that your body and your gut health is well taken care of. So those are the 4 areas of adulting that I want you to have a look at this December, and just make sure you do a few things a bit differently so that you can actually enjoy your December and at the same time you are able to recover when the holidays and when all the festivities are done. And talking about recovery, when all the holiday festivities and all the traveling is done, I want you to come back, sit with yourself and do a calm money reset. Look at what have you planned for your December. What was your budget? What was the amount of money that you have allocated to your activities for December? And how did you do? Also check your balances on your accounts. Are your accounts still fine? Hopefully you have not overindulged. Hopefully you have not gone to the accounts where you are not supposed to have gone. And really just do that calm money reset in a way that you are not necessarily judging yourself, but just looking at what did I set out to do versus what I ended up doing. And really just look at whether you have done well or you have not done well. And if you have not done well, at least you have a lesson for the next December. You know what to avoid. You know what not to do, and that is how we learn. That is how we get better with our money. We don't get better by just saying, yes, I haven't done it, but it's okay. No, we look at moving forward. What am I going to change? How will I do things differently next time so that next time I do the things the way I have set out to do it? So as you can see, you can actually have a very good December if you are intentional in terms of how you plan for the holidays and how you actually end up enjoying your holidays and what to do after you have done the holidays. You want to be clear. What is your priority for this December? Do you want to rest? Do you want to connect with your family and maybe your friends? Do you want to have fun, or do you want to just review and plan for the new year? And whatever it is, you allocate different activities and different things where you need to spend money, and you look at where will this money come from. If you have a sinking fund, is it coming from there, all of it? Or you are covering a part of it from sinking fund and another part from your income? Or are you going to fund this whole holiday thing just from your income for December? Whatever it is, just have that self-awareness when it comes to your money. Have that awareness when it comes to your life and your family, when it comes to your home, when it comes to your enjoyment, and when it comes to you looking out for your body. Your body carried you out through a long year and you want to take care of it. You want to rest, you want to relax, and you want to be up and running and ready for the new year. Not for you having beaten down and need a lot of recovery. No, we want you to come back from the holidays relaxed, recovered, and ready to tackle 2026. And if you found value in this video, share it with the next person. Maybe it's somebody who is always the one who is busy planning things in their family and they might need a little help to do things a bit differently this year. And if you have not subscribed, subscribe to the channel, put on the notification bell so that you do not miss out on any of my upcoming videos, and I'll see you over here.